The FBI just issued another warning to all Americans over the holidays. This is getting to be a nasty situation, and I want to bring to your attention exactly what they're saying. And I also have this article right here, which I will pop up on the screen in just a minute, so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they're talking about right here and what we need to be very vigilant of right now as everybody's out there shopping, having a great time, blowing all kinds of money, as we've recently seen from all the reports how much money people are spending right now. But there's also a major warning that comes in with it, according to the FBI right here, and we certainly want to pay attention to these warnings. And some of this may seem very, very obvious, like, yeah, obviously we know these things, but also it may not be that obvious considering millions and millions of people continue to fall for this, and billions and billions and billions of dollars are falling victim of this every single year. I also have a couple personal stories I can share you. I was targeted just the other day and they got me, right? Not only that, my mother-in-law, Corey, many of you here in the community know her, her mom also got scammed just not that long ago. I can tell you that story as well. Anyway, let's pop this article up on the screen for you right here, right now, and let's talk through some of the details. All right, so as a lot of people are out there shopping, doing all kinds of gift buying or whatever people are doing right now, I don't really know. Apparently, there are all kinds of additional scams that are popping up, and the FBI continues to come forward and say, hey, if a deal looks too good to be true, it probably is. And that's the thing that seems so incredibly obvious, but at the same time, not always, because this time of year, there actually are some pretty good deals out there. But a couple quick tips according to the FBI, and again, many of us probably know this, but I want to point it out for you because way too many people are losing hundreds of millions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars. It is disgusting how much money is being stolen right from Americans every single year, and the number continues to get larger and larger every single year. It is in the multiple billions of dollars. It's nuts to see this happening. Anyway, they're basically suggesting this, that the vast majority of scams are being conducted through emails, right? So you get an email, looks like it's a legit email that comes from a store that you really enjoy shopping at or buying things from, or you're a regular customer to, something like this, and it's some great deal, right? Oh, awesome, I'm going to click on the link in the email. No, nada, don't do that. They very clearly say if a deal comes through and it looks like a great deal through an email, you're not supposed to click on the link in the email, but rather you're supposed to go to the exact store or the website, whatever it happens is, and go directly to that website, and you'll be able to find the deal there rather than going through the email, because a lot of the times these emails are just phishing scams trying to get you to click on a link within an email. It'll take you to a page that resembles the actual website, which is actually just a phishing website, but it looks very, very similar to the actual real website. And then all they do is gather your data and they scam you, right? Yeah, exactly. This is so incredibly obnoxious. And we see this happening way, way, way too often. So, and again, this is not only through email, but also on just anywhere on the internet. Let's just say you're browsing somewhere and you see some ad that pops up and it's like, oh, hey, this looks awesome. This is a great deal, exactly what I've been looking for from a reputable store. It may be, again, a scam ad, an ad that takes you to a landing page or maybe a website that looks like the legitimate website, but in reality, it's just a spoof website that is not the real thing. And then ultimately, they come in and gather your data and they basically just take your information and then they scam you at the same time, right? A nasty situation. Now, let me tell you a really quick story here. I'll tell you my personal story that just happened literally the other day, and then I'll tell you something, another situation that happened to my mother-in-law, again, Corey's mom. This happened a few months ago, but I can tell you that as well. So for me, over the Black Friday weekend, right? Over the Black Friday weekend, when everybody's buying all kinds of stuff, I bought 2 items, a total of $26 on Black Friday. So there you go. If my wife Corey is watching this, there you go, Corey. I bought $26 of gifts for you, just in case you want to know, okay? You'll see what those are very soon. There's 2 items. I'll tell you that much. Quick little hint. Anyway, my point being is that over the Black Friday holiday weekend or the shopping weekend or whatever, somebody, I don't know how or who, but they got my credit card number and they started buying all kinds of junk from all kinds of stores that I've never shopped at ever in the history of my life. Anyway, long story short, I get a text message, I get an email from my credit card holder or provider, Chase, by the way. They text me, they email me, and they're like, hey, we're suspecting something weird here, fraud. We've blocked your card. We've locked your card and your account. Okay, so I'm like, what's this all about? So I call them because I can't get in, and they're like, yep, we see some suspicious activity. Was this you making these purchases? And it was some random store I've never even heard of, and I've never shopped at, and I never would shop at because it's not the type of store that I would ever buy something from. Anyway, I said, no, that was not me. Okay, well, we're closing your account, and we'll issue a new card. That's super annoying because I had that credit card linked to all kinds of different things. Now I need to switch out that payment source, and it's honestly super, super annoying. So because somebody was hard up for a little bit of money trying to get, some free crap by using my credit card, it's caused a ton of my time to be wasted on basically getting that new account, calling, and then relinking that account to all kinds of new things because I had the other card linked, and it was super annoying. So now I have to go through that process. Okay, that's my little story. Now, let me tell you the one about my mother-in-law, Corey's mom, and this happened a few months ago. I hope she doesn't mind that I tell this story. Anyway, she was looking around, just browsing online like she always does, whatever, and she happened to come across an ad that looked like a great deal on a store that she regularly shops at. Wow, a product that I typically buy at a store that I typically shop at. This is awesome. Let me grab this deal. So she goes on, she clicks on the link on the ad. She goes forward, finds a bunch of great products. Again, a very legitimate website, looks very good. All is good. She puts a bunch of items in her cart, goes to check out, checks out, and it's like, interesting. Something about this seems weird, right? I'm not sure exactly what the process was, but apparently she checked out, gave all of her credit card shipping information, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if she was notified or how it actually went down. But anyway, it was a fake website. She didn't know. It looked very, very, very legit. Everything looked good. The products looked fine. The website looked legit, looked just like everything else on the normal website. But it was not. It was a clone website. It was literally a phishing website. And, well, she unfortunately got scammed. So, unfortunately, they got her credit card number. She went through the same process that I just told you in my story right there, where basically they had the credit card information, they started charging it, therefore she had to close her account, and that was super annoying for her as well. And again, we are not the only two people out there. I guarantee this is happening to a ton of people, and this is super unfortunate. It is very, very annoying, okay? It's super annoying. I think a lot of people have been through this. It's super annoying when this kind of stuff happens. But my point being is that it's not always the situation where somebody's like, oh yeah, I'll just call my credit card company, get my card canceled, and then get a new one issued, and then all those charges reversed. It's not always that easy. Sometimes people are using debit cards, or sometimes people get access to bank accounts. It can get way worse than this as well. These are just a couple examples where, honestly, it could have been way worse, but just calling the credit card company and saying, hey, this happened, and then they reverse the charges, and then they close the account. I mean, honestly, that's a pretty easy process, and they handle it from there, right? But it can be way, way, way worse than that, and a lot of people are unfortunately losing a ton of money. In fact, just the other day, I was out in a separate video with a separate warning out of the FBI, and in that instance alone, $262 million had already been lost. That's a lot of money. That's $250 million that had been lost already at that point. It's a lot of money. Right? That's a lot of money. Okay? And every single year, by the way, the number continues to get larger. And by the way, the vast majority of people that get scammed, I'm just going to say this because I know that a lot of you here in this community that watch these videos are people, maybe seniors, people with disabilities, Social Security beneficiaries, low income, fixed income. The vast majority of the money that is stolen, that is scammed out of people every single year, Americans, literally comes from seniors. Yes, that's a fact, okay? A lot of it comes from seniors, okay? And a lot of the times, just to be fair, these scammers, a lot of times they target seniors because generally, I know this isn't the case for everybody, but in general, a lot of the times seniors are known to have a bunch of money because, obviously they probably worked a lot of years, stashed a whole bunch of money away. Therefore, generally, seniors are looked at as, cash cows that have a lot of money. So I know it's not the case for everybody, but that's just generally the reputation. So anyway, not only that, But seniors also have Social Security checks coming in, again, every single month in and month out, like we talk about all the time here on the channel. Again, Social Security checks rolling in every single month. Therefore, a nice consistent source of income, and scammers want to get that. Again, I'm trying to help you protect yourself in any way that I can. And again, when I come across information like this, as I've said before in other videos, when I read an article like this, a lot of times I would think, oh, I'm not going to make a video about that. But I feel like it is my duty to bring you this information to help you. If this video helps out one person avoid getting scammed, it is 100% worth my time to make this video, okay? All I want to do is to be here for you to help maximize your money, maximize your benefits, take advantage of any programs that are out there, and avoid people that are doing this shady stuff right here. Not cool at all. Not cool at all, in my opinion. Maybe some people think it's cool. I don't think it's cool. I don't think this is cool at all. To scam other people, not a cool situation. Anyway, again, like I said, I feel like it's my duty to bring this to your attention. Anytime that I see information like this and I come across an article like this, I feel like it is my moral duty to bring it to your attention here in these videos. And that's exactly what I wanted to do for you here. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, please be very safe out there. I know that many of us may not be doing a ton of shopping. Again, I literally bought 2 items on Amazon on Black Friday, $26. Yep, I'm done. I'm done shopping. I have no plans on buying anything else. That's it. But anyway, if you happen to be doing other shopping, please be very careful out there. And again, I know it sounds super basic, but again, obviously it may not be basic enough because a lot of people keep falling for it. And we don't want to give the scammers even a single penny. Not a single penny should be going to them. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I'm here to represent you. I'm here to advocate for you. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Again, take advantage of programs, be informed of what's going on, maximize your monthly benefit, maximize your money, whatever I can do for you, I'm here for you. Again, please consider subscribing, 100% free, big subscribe button right down below. Please share the video, big share button. Let's help some people out, avoid these situations, and enjoy. I'll catch you again later in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned. A lot of busy things going on right now. It's a crazy time that we're currently living through. Anyway, enjoy. Thanks so much for watching this, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.